Hi, good morning, everybody. This is your psychic Christine. Thank you so much for listening in, and this is episode number 50. Okay. So I wanted to make this episode about I guess we would call it the laws of attraction. What does that mean? How does that work? So we want to just go over that a little bit and talk about it. So in life, of course, all of us experience hurt, disappointment. We have stuff from our past that we carry with us, and sometimes we can be feeling bitter, angry, have a lack of trust kind of in people, ourselves, and everything, right? So we're in a negative mindset. Now, the question is, do you believe that if you have like a negative mindset, that we draw negative to ourselves? It's kind of like this negative mindset generally seems to attract more negativity. Okay? So through my personal experience and working with other people, that clearly seems to be the case. Okay? That in fact does happen. And when we're in a positive mindset, good things start happening. We start drawing positive stuff to ourselves. Okay, it again, as I said in the last podcast, episode 49, it's kind of working like a domino effect. So we have to start thinking about what it is that we need to do, or what it is that we need to understand. What is it that we need to change in order to push those dominoes into the other direction? So a couple of times, and I'm a believer, obviously, but a couple of times I put this kind of thing to the test. Okay, and I'll just give you one brief example of what I did. It was kind of like this pay it forward concept. So one time we were going through the George Washington Bridge from New Jersey to New York, and that bridge is very expensive. It's like $15 to get from New Jersey to Manhattan. And we decided to pay the toll for the person, whoever that was, behind us, and left a message with the toll booth person to just tell them that all we wanted in return for paying his toll was to pay it forward and to do something nice for somebody when he had the opportunity. And allegedly, when you do these kinds of things, this positive thing that you put out into the universe comes back to you. So it was only a matter of a couple of days that because it still has to do with cars and stuff, a meter maid was supposed to give us a ticket in the amount of $150. How funny and ironic is that? And she decided to, before she gave us the ticket, it was a parking ticket. Before she did it, that she would, she started blowing the horn or whatever to call us down to take care of it before she wrote out the ticket. Now, how about that? I also did another thing that I would, whenever I went out to get myself a cup of coffee, well, not every time, but a couple of times for sure, that I would buy a cup of coffee for the person behind me. And funny little coinky dinks would just happen after that. So what does this all have to do with anything? Okay, so positive and negative energies and good fortune and bad fortune, good luck, bad luck, it works like a magnet. It does. It really does work like a magnet. And I don't think that a lot of people know or realize how much power and energy and magic they have within themselves. Okay? And sometimes to get that, they need to hear it from another person or get some advice and guidance. And actually, I guess seeing is believing, like that experience with the toll booth scenario. And, I suppose that you could reason that away if you want to. You kind of come to a crossroad whether to believe that each thing had anything to do with the other. But I have, and I'm sure a lot of you that are listening have had some events happen, whether it be for the positive or whether it be for the negative, something that was logistically unexplainable. I'm sure that that's happened to a lot of us, not just me. And so many people come in and tell me about stuff that goes on with them. And intention is very important. What your intentions are very important. Now, a lot of us experience and go through stuff when we're really young, and they have such a terrible impact on us. And usually, this kind of stuff that affects us for so long are coming from people that we love or trust, that pulled the carpet from under us or disappointed us. And we carry that with us a lot. Okay, a lot of us carry that. And when you really sit back and kind of think about it for a moment, this kind of stuff happened to us when we were in a place that we were unaware. Okay, unaware of a lot of stuff. And, now you're a big girl or a big boy now, and you kind of need to get hold of the reins in your life, because upon awareness and understanding of these past events and realizing how much, this has clearly put a damper on your life and how you proceeded forward from there. Once you get an understanding of all of that, like I said, you need to grab the reins and realize, do I want this to continue to affect me for the rest of my life, or am I going to kind of step up to the plate here and abolish that and start to set a new foundation for myself and look at my life as if it were a canvas, and whatever I don't like, I can simply paint over it or get rid of it or wash it away and start to recreate my life, okay, from this day forward. I do understand that that is easier said than done, but nonetheless doable. Okay? What happened before, it is up to us. That all of the negative experiences that have had a negative impact in our lives, it is up to us, to kind of learn from that experience and let it go, and let's start recreating, and let's start putting some positive out into the universe. And the universe will not betray us, okay? It will not betray us if we have faith, if we believe, if our intentions, and like I said, intention is important. So Buddha says, the source of a lot of suffering in our lives is attachment. We get attached to stuff. I mean, things, people, whatever the case may be, we get attached. And when something changes, almost we become almost like children. When something changes and the things, the people, whatever the case may be, is no longer, we don't have any control or any power over it anymore, we start to panic because we become attached to it. And like a child, we kind of, I want what I want and I want it now, sort of thing. And what happens is we start to, like I said, get into that mindset. Now, what is the source of our attachment? Why are we like that? Now, this is Buddhism. Why do we do that? And Buddha says because of ego. Okay? So it starts with ego. I want what I want when I want it. And I deserve this. And I blah, 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 did so much to get this. And I should have this. And yada, yada, yada. And as a result of that, we start to get attached to stuff because our subconsciously, and I don't even think that we realize that the source of all of this is an ego, a big ego. Okay? And we need to, instead of becoming so reactive to our feelings, we need to do some self-examination and try to, examine what's happening here, examine ourselves, our own feelings, examine our surroundings, and try to the best of our ability to put ourselves in a position where we're not suffering so much emotionally. Okay? So, there's a lot more that I could say about all of this stuff, but each scenario depends on the individual. For some people, that sort of thing can be affecting someone on every front of life. For some people, it's in one specific area. So, it is what it is. In any case, I would like you guys to go ahead and have a look at my website, psychicreadingstoday.com. And when you subscribe to my newsletter, you will have the opportunity to get a free tarot card reading. Okay? So how cool is that? That's a little gift to you guys for subscribing to my newsletter. And there's so many free things that you can do on the website. You can also join in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to live chat with a psychic at 9 p.m. Sometimes that would be me. Sometimes it can be someone else, depending on what's happening. And then all of the psychics there have at least 10 years experience working as a psychic. And every psychic has a 3-minute free consultation. So you can have a 3-minute free reading. You can have a free tarot card reading when you subscribe. You can go ahead and live chat 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a psychic. So much there to do. And I'm working on some other, I guess you would call it bonus features, like free gifts and whatnot. Subscribing to the newsletter is a very important part of that, so you can become aware whenever something is going on. So all of the psychics, like I said, that are there are well experienced working as psychics and have received some awesome reviews. So there's an 800 number that you dial that I don't have in front of me right now, but it is available there on the website. So you dial in the number and you just hit the extension of the person or the psychic that you wish to speak to, and your first 3 minutes are free. So please feel free to take advantage of all of these services. I hope you enjoyed episode number 50, and I wish all of you the best of luck. Thank you so much.